bakers, and welcome to day 14 of our baking advent. So this one was suggested to me by one of you guys. So we're gonna make caramel butter pecan cookies today. However, I'm not a super huge fan of pecans solo. So we're gonna make this a caramel mixed nut butter cookie. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so in my bowl, I have half a cup of melted butter, or 1 stick. I have half a cup of white sugar. I have half a teaspoon of salt, and I have 1 egg. Mix well. After we have that nice and beautifully mixed together, we're gonna add 1.5 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Mix well. It's a pretty basic base. The fun comes from all the amazing stuff that we add in. So kind of think of this like a chocolate chip cookie base without the brown sugar or the vanilla or the cornstarch or my molasses. Come to think of it, don't think of it as like my chocolate chip cookie recipe at all. Don't. I'm talking out my butt today. I'm sorry. All right, 1 spoon combined. You're going to add half a cup of mini chocolate chips. Why mini? Mini work better with this recipe because we're going to stuff this with caramel and roll it with mixed nuts. All right, so you're going to mix this super well until all those beautiful chocolate chips are incorporated. And then what you need is Werther's Original Chewy Caramel. And why do you want Werther's Original Chewy Caramel? Because I've done my experimenting. Werther's works the best as far as what kind will melt well. Okay, and then you need a cup of chopped nuts. If you want to make this pecans, make this pecans. I'm not a big fan of pecans solo. So I use mixed nuts. Okay, so what you're going to do is unroll your caramel. You know how I feel about unrolling all these caramels. All right, I'm going to unroll about 12 of these caramels. Give me 1 minute. All right, here comes the fun and messy part. With your hands, you're going to get a golf ball size ball of dough, and you're going to kind of flatten it out. And you're going to pop that little caramel into your dough and go back in a ball. Now, we are going to roll our dough ball into our nuts, coating all sides. Okay, so then we're going to pop these on a baking sheet. They're going to spread a little. Remember, they have baking soda and powder in them, so they'll puff and spread. We're going to fill our entire baking sheet up. We're going to pop these in a 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes or until lightly golden brown. Think of it like a chocolate chip cookie baking. A little bit smushy, soft, and with a little bit of a crunchy edge, and we have the perfect bake on this. My oven's ready to go. Fill your cookie tray, pop them in your oven, and let's see the magic happen. And there is still one more step. Just you wait. All right, bakers, so our cookies are out of the oven. And while they are still warm, this is an optional step. Maybe if I can open it. While they are still warm, you can either drizzle chocolate over them, but I like to drizzle a little caramel over them. Let them cool fully, and you have some amazing cookies. Now, I also have my leftover nuts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my leftover nuts and sprinkle it on that caramel. All right, let's let these cool, and then I will show you how delicious these bad boys are. All right, so our cookies are all done and cooled, and look at these. All right, that caramel has baked into it, like kind of oozed down. Look at that goo of caramel in the middle. You see the caramel string? I don't know where. It tastes like a turtle. Is that what those are called? Yeah, turtles. Caramely, chocolatey, nutty, creamy, delicious. Caramel butter, pecan, or whatever nut you want to use, cookies. Duh. Freaking delicious, you guys. Try this recipe out and let me know what you think.